We made it. I pulled in. There's one road coming in about half of this place. With the whole entire road, it's the only access point there is other than the very, very far south section, which is a long way from here. Not a single other hunter. I pretty much got this whole place to myself right now. I am not gonna complain. I no more than started walking down the road. And I'm after does, bucks, doesn't matter. So these are white-tailed does. There's a pair of them. They're about 500 yards off through some hills and mesquites, but I'm gonna make a move on them, see if I can't get to them. So I took off. Those does were on that hillside. I had to cross over the hill in front of me. They were kind of running alongside going this way. Somewhere along the point of me dropping down there in the bottom and going over the top of the next slope so I could see them. They either spotted me or had already made it out of the country, so we start over. Well, that's a pain in the butt. That came unscrewed, got loose. So I packed my rifle barrel full of dirt. Now I get to unload and reclean it. Sometimes if you don't have any bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. But that's okay. I got all my cleaning kit. We're gonna fix this up, we'll reload, and we're gonna try again. I don't have to waste any powder. It's the best stuff money can buy right there. It's the easiest cleaning powder I have used. I've been through several. Try to salvage some of this stuff. I don't know if you can see that. This whole thing's covered in dirt. Sometimes it be that way. I'll go find my brush. Good to go. I decided to go on a little hike. I was trying to find those does that I saw this morning. I dove off in here. No dice. So I am turning around. I'm about 2 miles from the truck. I believe that is far enough. I'm gonna go back to the truck and I'm gonna go locate a new spot. I'm gonna go somewhere else. This section is, I'd say it's every bit of 8,000 to 10,000 acres. So I'm not gonna hang up on one spot too long. We'll head north on this place and see. Maybe there's a few more deer over there. They were walking right there along that hillside. They ran up in that valley right there. I'm gonna see if I can't get up in there. It's me again. A couple hours and a few failed stalks later. We're at 3 or 4 stalks today. Every single one of them. Deer are just moving and I can't catch up to them. They're gone before I can get anywhere close. So I'm taking a break. Enjoying the scenery. This is one of those places that'll make you forget you're even in Oklahoma. It's pretty cool. I drove around quite a bit. Didn't really find any spots that I liked. Some of the spots I know of on this place I can't get to right now because the roads are trashed. The last couple of days it's been raining quite a bit, so they're not very accessible. So there's a pond right here, and it's one of the only water sources for probably a good mile or so out here. I think I'm gonna sit it until sunset, see if anything comes in, and if not, we'll try again in the morning. This is the pond right here. Ton of deer sign around it. Right over there on the other side you can see the deer have been coming in right there. That's about a perfect 45 to 50 yard shot. See if I can get lucky enough for something to walk up right there tonight. It's day 2. The weather is significantly different. Yesterday, I got me on here over this wind. It is cold. It is very windy. And we're hunting south facing slopes today because it is blasting up north. So, let's see how it goes. I found yesterday. I come back over looking at the hillside hoping to see him, and I did. 169 yards. I sent one flying and shot clear over the top of him. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe when I dropped my gun yesterday, I might have knocked it off a little bit. So I'm gonna get a little closer and we're gonna try again. They didn't spook. They just barely went over the top of this hill. I'm hoping they're still there. I'm gonna try to get in and sneak up on them. Well, I guess that's why they call it hunting and not killing, right? So I did. I made it back to him. I had a 130-yard shot. That gun didn't go off very good. And I missed again. They stood there. That gun it was a real poor shot, so it wasn't very loud, and the wind's in my face. And they just kind of picked their heads up, looked around, and went back to it. So they were in a little ravine. I managed to pop my head over the top, and I had them right there. 35 yards. I was on my third shot without cleaning my gun. And it I could have spit harder than that thing went off. So pretty sure it bounced off the side over. But we are out of rounds. I gotta go up to the truck. I gotta clean the gun and get me some fresh loads. I think I had these in some preloaded little canisters, and I think they may have got wet in the humidity. These little dudes. In my powder, that's the first time I've ever had that problem ever with this gun. So I think the powder got humid. I probably would have been smart of me to have gotten some fresh powder to bring with me. I think that would have turned out okay, but it happens. So moving on, back to the truck. We try again. And back we go. I left my ramrod on the ground. Found it. Okay, new plan. So I am not gonna shoot at another deer, being that I missed high, or really high. That was quite embarrassing, actually. Pretty sure whenever I dropped my gun yesterday, whenever my sling came loose, probably knocked it off. So I'm going home. I am gonna grab my stuff. I'm gonna run to the range. I'm gonna sight the gun in, and we're gonna return tomorrow morning. And I'm gonna come after these same does because they seem to be following the exact same trail every morning, and where I shot at them last, I think was their bedding area. Surprisingly enough, after 3 shots of shooting at those deer, they never spooked. That third shot was so quiet, they just stood there and looked around and moseyed off over the hill, and they never saw me. So I don't think I ruined my chances of getting to shoot them in the morning. So I'm gonna come to the same spot. I'm gonna sit on the side of the hill and I'm gonna wait. And this time with a sighted in rifle. So stay tuned. Fixed, kind of. I'm not liking the groups. I had to change ammo. Everyone was sold out of what I was shooting. I didn't have very many options. Stuff I bought isn't grouping very well, but it's good enough for now. So I went ahead and stopped at a WMA close to the house. I'm gonna hunt this evening on it. Go ahead and make sense of some time, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna head back to the other place. We'll see if I can get back on those does again, or who knows, something else maybe. But stay tuned. So I'm on some WMA. It's really close to home. I've been hunting this place for 4 or 5 years. It's broke up into a lot of sections, but I thought I had hunted just about every single piece, and I just found one I didn't know existed. I've never been out here, and this place is awesome. This whole thing's up against a real big CRP field. And it's got all these little tree groves on it, and there's back there, back that way, there's a river that runs all the way to the highway. It is full of water. I'm gonna have to remember this spot for the rest of the season. There is an absolute pile of deer sign in here too, just covered up in it. I think this place right here will do. So it's kind of early in the season compared to when the rut normally starts here in Oklahoma. We're at the end of October, and it's usually about the dead middle of November whenever it starts. So I'm kind of on the fence whether I should rattle or not, but I think I'm going to try it today. I don't really feel like sitting. I kind of want to be on the move. So I'm going to try a little bit of light sparring, maybe nothing too heavy. Maybe I can catch some attention. Day 3 is not off to a good start. I planned on coming in here. Those deer have been moving across the spot about 8:30 to 9 in the morning, and they've been coming from the east. I come in here this morning, it's like 7:20, 7:30 right now. And I was walking over the top of the hill, and all 3 of the does that I'm after were not even anywhere remotely close to where they have been. I ended up jumping them, and it is way earlier in the morning. I'm a half a mile from where these deer have been coming from, so I guess they got up and were moving early this morning. This cold weather's got them up on their feet. I see where they went. I'm going to try. It's going to be a very long hike, but I think I'm going to try to go around this big hill and see if I can catch them on the other side of it. We'll see how this works. If I end up jumping them again, I'll be looking for another group for the rest of the day. We'll see. Alright, it's been a few hours. No luck. Haven't been able to find nothing. Had all the day. Wind is freaking howling. So, not sure if I'm going to make it. I'm going to go drop around a little bit, see if I can't find a new spot, maybe something that I haven't seen yet, or who knows. We'll see. There's surely got to be a deer out here. It's just finding this rough country. Something I'm not exactly used to. Alright guys, I'm calling it off. I never did get it done. I went a few different places. I found some new spots. I found some really interesting areas that I will probably return to. There's not much left in muzzleloader season this year. I've only got this weekend left. I may, if I get an opportunity, I'll come out and hunt. May not. Don't think I'm gonna. I gotta get back to work tomorrow morning. I've been off for nearly 2 weeks. Well, I was traveling for work, and then I've been off a little bit, so it's time to get back in the rhythm. I'm gonna continue posting on this channel. This is my first video. If this does well, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna keep this up. I'm primarily a bow hunter. I deer hunt. It's the majority of my life revolves around deer hunting, but I'm also a fisherman, so I'll be posting some of that. A lot of trout fishing. I go fly fishing all the time. Deer hunting. Y'all get to see a lot of coyote hunting. So if y'all don't mind, like and subscribe to this channel. This is brand new. It'll help me out. I greatly appreciate it. We'll see where I can take this thing, but we'll possibly, if I do get to resume this weekend, I'll probably make another separate video on it. But as for right now, this is it, man. Thanks for watching.